very keen to do a lot of sampling of unusual sounds, and there's an ancient British instrument called a bull roarer, and it's like 5 meters of rope or string with sort of feathers and objects at the end of it. Can't remember quite what they look like now, but it's really it's like weird. It's like a bit sort of Game of Thrones sort of era instrument, and it was for frightening animals and and birds away from your crops. And obviously, there's not many of them around. There's not many people who know. I don't even know how the hell I found out about it. But anyway, we invited the guy to come over to Ireland to to play it. And there he was in the studio with this thing, massive thing going round, right. We wanted to record it into stereo because in the room, it's terrifying sound. I mean, no wonder the birds didn't want to, be around. I mean, humans as well. I mean, maybe it was used as a weapon of war as well. I don't know. Anyway, we recorded it, and that's the first sound you hear on the. The guy was a little bit worried. There was a lot of paranoia at the time about sampling. That once you'd sampled somebody, then they would never have a job again. It was the same with drummers, and of course it's not true at all. It's never been true. It's more work for people who can play than ever. But there was that paranoia, and the guy was really worried that it's okay about us recording it, but not sampling it, because then you could sort of manipulate the sound. But I think he was fine with it in the end. But I remember that being but it was amazing hearing it in the studio. And I think it sounds great because the Fairlight 3 could do really good quality stereo sampling, so that's what we use. Yeah, I think if I was going to remix it, I'd just bring his parts louder, because it is Nile Rodgers after all. No, that's just probably a personal thing. It's not, musically it may not have been better. but it's like, if you've got Nile Rodgers playing it's an amazing funky guitar on the track, you want to hear it more. It's sort of mixed in with a lot of the keyboard stuff, so it's harder to pick it out for what it is. So maybe maybe that deserves a remix at some point, that track. But but it was great. No, obviously it was Arif knew everybody and invited Nile to come and play on it. So nothing to do with me. We all thought it needed some guitar, and Arif goes, "Oh, I think I'll phone my friend Nile." Good idea. It's a song that's sort of a list of ideals, really. No weapons. It's a call for people to stop fighting with each other, to be more peaceful, to stop solving problems with violence. And it's quite an aggressive sound, to achieve that. It's like a big chant, don't want to fight anymore, oh no, I think it's really quite an unusual track, actually. I don't think, I can't really think of anything else I can compare it to. But we had, a lot of fun making it, because those drums were recorded in one of those big rooms I was telling you about, Windmill Lane, with the big stone walls and the big iron gates. And Steve Ferroni was like, it took about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to walk to where he was, and we had cables going all the way through Windmill Lane to this warehouse room, and he'd be in there with his drum kit. And honestly, it was so loud in there that you had to wear ear protection because the drums, and Ferroni really hits the drums hard. And go in there, but the sound is incredible. And so, it was a lot of fun recording that, I remember. But just going out to see him do it would take 10 minutes to walk around there, but great. Get that really big sound. Yeah, and we doubled up the drums and yeah.